Hey guys, what's up? Coming at you with the live replay. I literally just played this game.
We must be free. Not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it.
Alright, thank you, Statue of Liberty. I literally just played this game and I just had to record it. I wanted to share it with you guys. Is it a crazy game? No, kind of like that Massachusetts game I uploaded earlier today. It just has all the right fundamentals, in my opinion. And we'll go over it. Quick side note, I'm still learning Destroyer. I've been going up the American line because they kind of feel like a jack of all trades. Now, they got the long-lasting smoke, they got torpedoes, they can do the Daka, but I don't feel like they're a master of any of those fields. I feel like they're just a well-rounded ship. I've been playing the French destroyers. I'm at tier 6, and it's a bit of a struggle, but I'm getting there. Playing the French destroyers, in my opinion, has helped my game a decent amount. So, but back to this game. So, for this one, I spawn D side. There's only 3 ships on my flank. Me, a sub, and a battleship. I decide we're going to push the point. I'm still learning Destroyer. I haven't learned all the nice little tricks or whatever. I'm just capture the point, defend it. I can definitely use some more growth in that department, but I feel like it is a fundamental of Destroyers. So I push the point, coming up here, and I kind of make a bit of a boo-boo, which we will see here in a few seconds, give or take. You know, I come in, I wanted to do the right thing, try and turn around that way. If I'm getting shot at, I can just get out of the point as quick as possible. I'm trying to adjust my ship. I'm still getting used to this and all that. But something happens.
Torpedoes on the left.
I feel like there's a lot of suspense kind of building up to this. I should mention it's a double up tier game, and that is what happened. I failed to realize I was out spotting the Sherman, and so I and a tier 8 Benson decide to open fire on a tier 10 Force Sherman. Oh man, and I pay the price. I absolutely pay the price. I feel like in any more of a serious game, I would have been torn to shreds and blown up. One thing I noticed though that's working for us, I don't really feel like the Sherman had any backup. He was just kind of out there doing his thing. And
smoke has been set.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Obviously something's still spotting something for him. I'm guessing it's the planes, because he's able to shoot. And so I'm thinking, hey, let's try and chase this guy out of here. Let's push up, and I don't know, like this entire encounter, I thought there was another DD here. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure there isn't. I think he was by himself. I saw the torpedoes. I forgot Forrest Sherman has torpedoes. I should know this. I have the Forrest Sherman. I haven't really played in randoms too much. I just got it because it was the Forrest Sherman, you know. Iconic ship. And so I'm sitting here going, are we really going to get the point? Are we really going to cap this? And the answer is, to save the suspense, unlike what I did before, yes, it's just going to take a while because Kerfurst over here, the homie, pushes in and then starts taking fire, and it takes a while, but yeah, we get the cap. So yeah, we kind of jumped ahead a little bit there. We kind of start doing this whole little song and dance. Oh wow, that Venezia just got freaking smoked. He's still alive, but he got smoked. So I fire the torps, still thinking there's another destroyer in there. And then I see the Sherman, and maybe I haven't learned my lesson, but I begin to shoot at him. The thing is, I actually start scoring some hits. It actually starts turning into something, and he tries returning the fire, but my entire team is now focusing this guy. And that's when I knew, dude, we got to take this guy out. He's not smoking. He's not doing anything else. I also realized he is alone. He doesn't have backup like he thought he had this entire time. Lay down a few covering shots, and then that was basically it. My teammates finish him off. So we kind of fast forward a little bit. We've already destroyed the Forrest Sherman, and my teammates start painting the back of the map over here. Over at C and D9.
Torpedoes behind.
And I'm going, okay, I need to spot something. And then we realize, oh, it's a submarine out here by himself. Serious misplay, if you ask me. I guess he comes to the surface, he gets spotted, and long story short, we dump a bunch of depth charges on top of his head. That was the long story short. This never gets old, man. This is just so satisfying just watching that. Now, someone with a little bit more experience in the DD department might be able to make a credible argument that maybe I shouldn't have come all the way back here. We had a submarine, we had a Bismarck. My main thought process is I know that destroyers can really just delete a submarine real quick if they know where they are. They just have to get over their head. And I knew this submarine was out by himself. And so I figured, hey, if I come back now while he's spotted,
forward as normal,
drop a load of depth charges, we secure the kill. And sure enough, we did. I might have been able to save some of my teammates' health coming up if I was up here spotting for him, because here is a major problem. You got a bunch of battleships up here, but you don't really have too much in the way of spotting. Now, some of the bigger ships, yeah, they're spotted because they're firing their guns, but we don't know if there's like other cruisers or destroyers in this area. Now, we know that there is a destroyer in D3 capping the A base, but beyond that, we know that they have another destroyer somewhere who I don't think has been spotted at all. Oh, well, he was last spotted in E2. I mean, so there's a possibility he came back, but we don't know for sure. There's the Venezia. And so I decide, hey, I'm going to pull up and I'm going to try and help my teammates the best way possible. Well, I don't know about the best way possible, but try and help them out. I get detected by radar, so I decide not to push out too far just yet. And I decide I'm going to lay down some smoke for my teammates over here. And I think that was actually a good play on my part. The Grosser Kurfürst over here, I think he was a pretty experienced player. I think he stopped firing his guns. Possibly when I was laying down smoke and just let his secondaries just coat them. I'm glad to have had a teammate like that. Because you'll throw around a smoke trail for somebody and they just fire their guns and get shot. I decided I'm going to throw down some one little Daka over here, and then I go dark and I block all my teammates' torpedoes, so there's that. Felt pretty bad.
Smoke has been
I wasn't sure if anybody was going to come back, so I just dumped the torpedoes right here. That was probably also another misplay on my part. But then my time to shine comes up. And this is my time to shine. I just get back here on the H8 line, and I just spot for my team. I'm not trying to fire torpedoes. I'm not trying to fire my guns. I just keep an eye on this Yamato who is trying to hide behind an island, forcing him to leave. Maybe he thinks torpedoes are about to be rammed up his backside. Unfortunately, I already dumped them. I don't think he saw that, so at least the threat of torpedoes is there. But this was just actually kind of satisfying, just watching my spotting damage just tick up over here in the corner. just getting a nice little backseat over here. I do eventually decide to jump in with some of my own little Daka. But by that point, these two ships are already cooked. And we'll pick up in a moment. So, 2 ships destroyed, and we're pushing up, and then a decision has to be made coming up. We've lost a point, and even though we're super ahead on points right now, it's still advisable to try and lock down a few points because you never know what's going to happen. It looks like we're about to win this game straight up, and I think I made the right decision here. So I'm saying, hey, B is free. We can just go get the point for free. My teammates don't say anything, but they are all heading for C. And so as a DD player, I could have easily just gone over to B and capped that. But I think the decision to stick with my team in this scenario, I think, was the correct one. Because we end up...
Our victory is self-evident.
We'll see. And this is what we'll be seeing. We did encounter some resistance here. It's also worth mentioning that our aircraft carrier was destroyed. And if we hadn't lost the aircraft carrier, I think we would have won the game by now. But this was one of those games where any mistake, you can definitely feel it. We got 5 minutes left. We're way ahead on points. We can win at any point, but I feel like the little mistakes and inconsistencies from everybody, myself included, watching this video has actually been very enlightening because I'm seeing all the mistakes I'm making. The one mistake I kind of kept in the back of my mind this entire game was the opening salvo on the Forrest Sherman. That really just... I mean, it didn't take me out of the game, but I did lose close to half my HP for that one mistake.
Smoke has been set.
So we cap this point, but we start losing ship by ship, which causes our, like, we were about to win in like less than 50 points. But we really start to feel it, and I think the decision of staying with the team instead of having them all come up here, have no spotting, have no extra AA, nothing, I don't think it would have made up for what I would have gotten out of B. But now is the time when I do kind of branch off on my own. I decide I'm going to go to A, and long story short, this aircraft carrier gets destroyed, not by me. By somebody else, so we can just skip ahead at this point. So from here we just began capping what we started doing at the beginning of the match.
Torpedoes behind.
The 2 destroyers, I think, that we're going up against, I think, begin to lose hope, because they essentially suicide, if that's a term. So this game here is over pretty quick, and we can just skip to the end at this point. So anyway, here we are, guys. Not a super high damaging game. I don't even think I hit any torpedoes, but nonetheless, I felt like it just felt good to support the team and the team to be there. You know, I've been playing Destroyer here. I've been trying to get better at Destroyer, and there's definitely been a bunch of times where I'm all alone because my team left. This one, my team was with me, and we were able to make stuff happen. As for the team score, we placed second place. You know, I only had 21,000 damage. That's all the caps and spotting and everything that played into that. So, good thing to keep in mind. And the breakdown, whatnot, I was running some blues. Still, anyway, guys, thank you for checking out the video. Oh, before I forget, let's go over the build. I'm still learning this ship. You know, I got the modules, but like I haven't purchased these 2 upgrades. I can now that I actually have some XP to go with it. I wanted to save my free XP for a ship. And let's take a look at this. Like, I'm running a 10-point captain. Like, I'm not even in a serious advantage at all. I was actually at a disadvantage, and we were still able to bring out second place and double up tier game. So, anyway, you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Cheers.